Paco y Luis and Jungapeo 3. And while he paid back he would wait, and later with patience he could sell the plate, meanwhile kept safe at the bank. Paco and Luis trusted Don Rafa completely and were glad to accept. So Don Rafa got up from the table. He was going to his apartment for the money. It would take him only a few minutes. In a short while he returned with a bag and 75,000 pesos. He gave them to Paco, while Luis just watched. At the insistence of Don Rafa they counted the money. It was complete. They gave the plate to Don Rafa. There was trust. He agreed in giving them, in less than an hour, 1 million pesos, and later the rest. Don Rafa had to go to the bank and he quietly left with the plate under his arm. Paco and Luis discussed how they were going to spend the money. And they agreed, in their family, a house, a truck, clothing and many other things more. The hour was up and in the coffee shop they got a call from Don Rafa. It was going to take him longer because the bank manager had advised to request the credit right away, that way he could bring them the whole of the money. They decided to do some window shopping and then returned again to the coffee shop. It was already 2 o'clock. At 3 when they had decided to have something to eat. There was a call. It was Don Rafa. He had to sign the credit papers at an office on Reforma Avenue and he would be back around 4:30. Paco and Luis, very happy, were waiting, and exactly at 4:30 on thought they got another call from Don Rafa. He would return to the coffee shop at 5 o'clock. Paco y Luis were calmly waiting. But it was already past 5 and Don Rafa did not arrive. Luis was blaming the traffic. There must be some bottleneck somewhere that calmed them down. Quickly it was 6 o'clock and he did not arrive. They called his apartment on the phone and there was no answer. So they decided to go there to look for him. He lived only about 10 minutes walking distance from the coffee shop. They arrived at 15 minutes past 6 and they went up only one floor of the old stately mansion, and knocked at the door of one of the apartments. That is where Don Rafa lived. They knocked several times but no one answered the door. They went back down and waited just a few minutes at the front door. There were people coming in and out constantly, and Paco asked a rather mature man if he knew Don Rafa and if he had seen him recently. At that question the man answered, "Yes, I have seen him." At that Paco and Luis calmed down. "I saw him around noon, and in about a half hour a moving van arrived and all his things were taken out and they left around 4 o'clock. I think he moved for good. By the way, he never parted with a picture, at least I think it was a picture, that he had very well wrapped in a sack and tied down with cord. You know he sells all kind of things." And walking away he said, "I would recommend you don't go looking in his apartment. It is now empty. I will try to get you his new address. He frequents a coffee shop nearby." With a dying hope, Paco and Luis returned to the coffee shop at 9 o'clock. They gave up and left. Don Rafa never returned. They never again heard from him.